Stop for a moment and receive this. Something is beginning to move in your favor. The time is changing. The door is opening. The signal is turning green. And this is the part I need you to hear clearly. You still have to move. The opening is real. The help is real. The timing is real. But the next step still belongs to you. So stay with me. There are moments in life when the field begins arranging itself before you fully understand what's happening. A conversation appears at the right time. A delay suddenly makes sense. A person says the sentence you needed to hear. An opportunity circles back. A closed door opens from the other side. The path that felt blocked begins to clear. Something in the atmosphere says now, not later, not someday, now. Receive that. There is a green light appearing in your life. It may not be the whole highway, may not be a perfect guarantee, may not come with every question answered, but it's enough light for the next moment, and that matters. Because divine timing does not always arrive as a thunderclap. Sometimes divine timing looks like one clear opening, one next step, one practical invitation, one shift in energy, one sense that the waiting season has changed into a season of participation. Good. Let the body hear that. Let the shoulders lower. Let the chest become steady. Let the hands feel ready. You're not being asked to force the door open. You're being asked to walk through the door that is opening. And that's different. Forcing is when you push against a wall that isn't moving. Participation is when you recognize the opening and bring your life into cooperation with it. Forcing drains the body. Participation gathers the body. Forcing fights timing. Participation honors timing. Forcing says, it must happen because I demand it. Participation says, the road is opening, and I'm ready to take the step that belongs to me. Let that land. The universe can set up the pins. You still have to roll the ball, right? Life can arrange the meeting. You still have to speak. The door can open. You still have to cross the threshold. The opportunity can appear. You still have to answer it. The timing can bless you. You still have to participate. And this is the blessing today. Not passive waiting, not helpless wishing, not standing at the edge of an open road and asking for another sign while the light's already green. This is sacred participation. This is the moment when your life stops being only something you hope for and becomes something you cooperate with. So stay with me. I know part of you needs this today. Because there are seasons where you've done the inner work, the waiting, the preparation, the patience, the quiet trust. And then there comes a season where trust has to put shoes on. Trust has to answer the call. Trust has to make the move. Trust has to stop asking whether the door is real and begin walking through the doorway. The green light is not an invitation to panic. It's an invitation to act cleanly, calmly, with awareness, with enough courage to let the season change. Receive this now. May you receive the green lights. May you stop arguing with open doors. May you stop asking closed season questions in an open season moment. May your body understand when waiting has become delay. May your mind understand when analysis has become avoidance. And may your heart understand when the blessing is asking for movement. Good. Let that settle. There is a great clock moving beneath your life. Not the clock of anxiety, not the clock that says you're late, not the clock that compares your path to someone else's. A deeper clock, a cosmic timepiece, a hidden rhythm. Spirit's wristwatch, the timing beneath timing. And that clock doesn't require your mind to approve every hour before it moves. The minute arrives when it arrives. The door opens when it opens. The season turns when it turns. The tide changes when it changes. The wheel of life moves with or without your nervous system's permission. Well, that can sound unsettling at first, but there's mercy inside it, because you don't have to manage the entire universe with your thoughts. You don't have to hold all the gears together with worry. You don't have to approve every unseen arrangement before grace is allowed to work. Something wiser than fear is moving. Something older than your doubt is turning. Something larger than your current understanding is setting pieces into place. And now the pieces are beginning to line up. Good. Let the body receive that. The pieces are beginning to line up. The pins are being set. The road is being cleared. Conversation is being arranged. The right pressure is arriving. The unnecessary delay is loosening. The old timing is giving way to the next hour. And when the pins are set, your job is not to keep staring at them. Your job is to aim. Your job is to release and follow through. Receive that. Let it land. Aim, release, follow through. That's the pattern. Aim at what matters. Release the action into the world. Follow through with the next faithful movement. Don't stand there forever asking whether the pins are real. Don't wait until the bowling alley becomes a temple and every light in heaven flashes at once. The setup is already enough. The lane is open. The ball's in your hand. The timing is already asking for participation. This is not about rushing. Rushing is fear wearing running shoes. This is about movement. Movement has dignity, rhythm. Movement listens and responds. And it says, I can feel the hour changing and I'm willing to meet it. There are blessings that only arrive after you move. There are answers that only appear after you say yes. There are signs that only reveal themselves on the road. There are helpers who only recognize you once you've started. There are resources that only become visible when your life is already facing the right direction. And this is why participation matters. The first step activates the next sign. The next sign activates the next door. The next door activates the next relationship. And the next relationship activates the next opportunity. Movement speaks to the field. And it says, I'm ready to be included in the arrangement. I'm awake. I'm available. I'm not only asking for help, I'm cooperating with it. Stay with me here. There is an area of your life where the pins are already being set. You can feel it. Things are aligning in a way you could not have forced. A pressure that once felt like punishment is becoming useful. A delay that once felt frustrating is beginning to show its hidden purpose. A path closed and it's redirected you towards something cleaner. A person, an idea, an opportunity is entering at the exact point where your readiness can finally meet it. Don't dismiss that. Don't make it smaller because you're afraid to hope. Don't call every alignment coincidence just because it feels unfamiliar. Coincidence can be a lazy word for a mystery that the mind has not learned how to honor. Some things are arranged. Some things carry a charge. Some openings have timing in them. Some doors don't only open, they answer. Receive that. The door is answering. The timing is answering. The road is answering the version of you that's been preparing quietly. And now the question is, will you answer back? Not with a fantasy, not with a dramatic promise, not with a speech to yourself that evaporates by evening, with action, with practical movement, with one choice that proves you recognize the hour. That's all. One action. Send the message, make the call, submit the work, clean the space. Say yes or say no. Choose the date. Take the step. Knock down the pins that have been set in front of you. Very good. Now let that become physical. Let the blessing enter your hands. Let it enter your calendar. Let it enter your voice. Let it enter your feet. Let it enter the part of you that keeps waiting for permission from fear. Fear is not the keeper of the clock. Fear does not own the road. Fear does not decide when your life is allowed to open. Fear can give information. It can ask for attention. It can remind you to move wisely. But fear does not get to cancel the hour that's arrived. Fear does not get to cancel the hour that has arrived. The door is not obligated to stay open forever, while you debate whether you're allowed to want what stands beyond it. Some openings are living things. They breathe, they appear, they invite. They wait for a time, then the season changes again. This is not meant to frighten you, it's meant to wake you up. A green light is not an eternal monument. A green light is a signal to move. So move with grace. Move with awareness. Move with a steady heart. Move without needing to make the moment heavier than it is. A step can be sacred without being dramatic, A decision can be powerful, doesn't have to be loud. A door can be real without announcing itself to everyone around you. Let the movement be clean and appropriate. Let it be today. Receive this blessing over the timing of your life. May you stop calling yourself late. May you stop comparing your season to someone else's calendar. May you stop confusing delay with denial. May you stop confusing preparation with punishment. May you stop confusing an open door with a problem to analyze forever. May your timing become blessed. May your next step become obvious. May your participation become joyful. Good. Let it settle. You're not late to your own life when you arrive at the hour meant for you. You're not behind when the preparation has made you capable. You're not forgotten when the timing has been quietly arranging itself beyond your view. You're not powerless when the door opens. You're being invited to cooperate, and cooperation is powerful. The universe may conspire to help you, but it does not always do your part for you. Now, help can come as a person, a sign, an opportunity, a sudden clearing. Help can come as an uncomfortable truth. Help can come as a green light. But help becomes transformation when you meet it with action. That's the exchange. Grace gives the opening. You give the step. Grace sets the pins. You take the aim. Grace moves the season, and you move your feet. This is how the blessing becomes a life, not through waiting forever at the altar of possibility, but through participation, through the courage to be available when timing calls your name. Now, there's a danger in over-spiritualizing delay. We call it patience or fear. Call it surrender, it's avoidance. Sometimes we call it waiting for a sign, when the sign has already arrived and we're trying to escape responsibility for the next step. So let today be clear. Let the false waiting end where the true opening has begun. Let patience remain where patience is needed. Let action rise where action is required. Let your discernment become strong enough to know the difference. This is a real blessing. To know when to wait, to know when to move, to know when to prepare, to know when to step through, to know when the timing has turned, to know when the green light is not symbolic anymore. It's practical, it's here. It's asking for your life to participate. Now let that reach the nervous system. You can move without panic. You can act without proving everything. You can take the step without needing the future to bow and explain itself. You can follow the open door without betraying your wisdom. You can trust the timing without becoming passive. You can participate without forcing. This is the middle path. Receptive enough to see the opening, disciplined enough to use it, humble enough to trust help, responsible enough to do your part. That's the posture. That's the blessing. That's the way forward. Receive this identity now. I recognize the open door. I honor the timing of my life. I move when the signal turns green. I participate in the blessing. I do my part with courage and clarity. I trust the help that's arriving. I act in alignment with the life I am here to create. Good. Let it settle into the body. Let it reach the hands. Let it reach the feet. Let it reach the eyes. Let your eyes become trained to notice the green lights, the small yes, the sudden ease, the helpful person, the clear path, the repeated sign, the inner sense of readiness, the feeling that the old delay has completed its purpose. You are allowed to notice. You are allowed to respond. You're allowed to let things become easier when they're actually becoming easier. Some people become so accustomed to struggle that they distrust ease. They see an opening and immediately search for the hidden cost. They receive help and immediately wonder how long before it disappears. They feel timing shift and immediately try to slow it down so it becomes familiar again. But ease is not always a trap. Sometimes ease is alignment. Sometimes the door opens because it's time. Sometimes the road clears because you're finally facing the right direction. Sometimes the help arrives because the season has changed. Let ease be allowed to exist. Let green lights be allowed to mean green. Let the open door be allowed to be open. Let the blessing stop needing to apologize for arriving. The blessing does not need to apologize for arriving. And you don't need to apologize for receiving it. You don't need to apologize for moving when life supports the movement. You don't need to apologize for recognizing your hour. There is humility in receiving timing with gratitude. There is humility in saying, I didn't arrange all of this alone. I didn't make every gear turn. I didn't see every piece moving, but I can recognize the opening. I can honor it. I can participate. I can do my part. And that's enough. Now bring this into the ordinary life. Before this day ends, choose one green light and move with it. One open door, one opportunity, one task that's become easier, one conversation that's ready, one decision that stopped being theoretical, one idea that keeps returning, one aligned step. Don't make it enormous. Make it real. Write the sentence, send the email, make the appointment, begin the work. Take the step. Let the universe set up the pins, then you knock them down. Let the lane be open, then release the ball. Let the clock strike the hour, then answer the hour with your life. Receive the final blessing now. May the timing of your life become clearer. May the doors that are meant for you open in proper order. May the green lights become easier to recognize. May the false delays lose their power. May the open road receive your cooperation. May the help around you be visible. May the help within you become active. May the pieces come together in ways your mind could never have forced. May Spirit's wristwatch remind you that the hour does not need your fear's approval. May the cosmic timepiece move you in the right place, at the right time, with the right courage to act. Let this be the final prayer. I honor divine timing. I recognize the green light. I bless the doors that are opening. I receive the help that is arriving. I participate in the blessing. I aim clearly. I release the action. I follow through. I move when the hour calls. I walk forward in alignment with the life I am here to create. Let it settle. Let it become simple. Let it become practical. The timing is changing. The door is opening. The pins are being set. The light is turning green. And from this moment forward, may every true opportunity receive your participation. May every false delay lose its grip. And may every blessing arranged for this season find its proper road into your life. If this transmission found you at the right moment, subscribe to Dove and Serpent daily and return tomorrow for the next realignment.